Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with this Friday expert Ty. How you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome, Michael. Thank you for all that you do, man. This is exciting. I love getting on with you and
Yeah,
connect with the
I love to get to ask you questions because usually it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Something that I have come to appreciate that you have done for years, and it's actually where we met seemingly 2 or 3 years ago, is in an event, Skilling Up. We've talked about Squad Up, all that stuff. Is there are really two critical pieces that I didn't appreciate in this game, and I want to give you credit for bringing it to me. One is thinking ahead, right? A lot of people are in the real estate game reacting to today.
Yep.
Okay. What you've showed me and talked about is, Michael, I'm playing 9-12 months down the line. To that example, you just added the best and brand new section, pre-foreclosures, to my course, right? It's a bonus section for free. But more importantly, you realize that the world is changing. The market's getting pretty negative, and you're putting on an event in August that I think is going to keep people motivated, get their mind right, skill up. And it's going to be one that people need to attend, especially if they're in Southern California. So tell us about the event, where it's at, who's going to be there, what's it all about. It's just what needs to happen, I think, for a lot of people.
I love it. So a couple things, Michael, thank you. And it's interesting. Yes, Adrian and I met Michael at a live event. It was a bar camp. It was an all-day Saturday event. Michael was one of the guest speakers. I was one of the guest speakers. And I've got to say that for probably, if I said I've done one thing right over the last 3 decades, it's going to a lot of live events for 2 or 3 reasons. One is I get to meet experts like you. I get to learn a lot. So that's number one. I get to see what other people are doing in their business. And I can say the other equal benefit is the fact that networking, right? So all of my best friends, all of the people I spend the most time with, I've met in these rooms. I'm talking dear, dear brothers and sisters, people that I can depend on, people that counsel me. The fact that I get to do a weekly conversation with you, Michael, and we do a Friday news wrap up. But the truth is, I've said this before jokingly, I feel like that's my one-on-one coaching call with you, Michael. So with that said, we're doing a live event, August 11, 12, bonus day on the 13th. It is called the Real Estate Hybrid Event. So people can find out more information by going to rehybridevent.com, rehybridevent.com. It's going to be phenomenal. We've got great guest speakers like Thatch Nguyen. We've got great guest speakers like you, Michael Zuber.
Yeah.
Right.
We're announcing that today. Yes.
We're announcing that today. Michael's going to be one of our guests. We've got 2 other guest speakers that we're going to, 2 or 3 other that we're going to announce over the next couple of weeks coming up. But I've got to say, Adrian Hernandez, Joe DeRaffaelli, Michael Zuber, Thatch Nguyen, myself, we literally are bringing people the best of the best, not only speakers, but content specifically on how to build not only a lot of wealth, a lot of profit through investing, fix, flip, hybrid, where people that are agents and brokers or loan officers, how do you add in real estate investing? How do you add in fix or flip? How do you add in wholesaling? That's what we're going to cover on how to add in these additional market channels. And not only that, but also additional revenue. But again, something that you've always done, Michael, long-term wealth.
Yeah, this is important for folks. I've been doing this a long time, and I've been through a .com crash, which decimated the Bay Area. I've been through the Great Recession, which decimated real estate. I know I've seen people let their mindset go. One of the big things, I'm going to grab it. It's actually rule number 7. That is probably the most important rule of my 7, but it's also the one that you guys don't pay attention to. I'm going to read it. Audit your personal network. Are they helping or hurting you? In a bad environment where YouTube University skews negative, you need to cut out some of your content. Some of your content creators are going negative and more negative every day. I will bring you reality because the news is bad, but it's how do you take advantage of it? If you haven't learned by now that Warren Buffett says you get rich or wealthy when the tide goes out, I mean, what are you thinking? So many of you tell me, I'm going to take advantage of the next recession. I'm going to take advantage of the next recession. And then it gets here and you guys, where do you hide in the closet? This is the time. This could be better than the dot-com crash. This could be better than the Great Recession. If you are prepared, getting around individuals who are doing the work, skilling up, you could deploy less capital and own or control more real estate and build wealth. This is when you build wealth. Recessions and bear markets. This could be the deepest, darkest, nastiest recession. And I have never been more excited because my channel's prepared. We're going forward.
I love the fact, and you talk about preparation and your channel and what you do. I've got to say, it's been such a blessing. And I say this wholeheartedly, and I say this publicly to all of my friends. I say it if I'm on stage. Everything you do is so forward thinking. And it's not only just what's going on today, like CPI and, what's going on with consumers and sentiment and interest rates and the 10-year treasury. But I love that what you do, Michael, because you are in the game. You are on the field
every day
in a big way, not just like in a little way. Michael literally is one of the biggest investors I know in California. Like, the guy biggest in the country. You literally, and not only that, but I love you've still got your foot on the gas.
Mm-hmm.
You've still got your foot on the gas, where a lot of my friends are kind of like, oh, I'm good. I've got my portfolio, and nothing wrong with that. They're enjoying life. You're enjoying life too, but you're still in the game. And so not only what's going on today, but how do you take advantage of these opportunities? How do you anticipate, not just so you can mitigate or manage or minimize the downside for yourself, but more importantly, how can you grow out of this? That's the real question.
Yeah. And again, I want people to be very clear. What you should be angling for as an investor in the current environment is, how can I control more assets with less cash down? The last 2 years, it's all been cash and speed. Same for me. I was like everybody else. The next 2 years, I'm writing 2 offers, as we said earlier, a cash offer and a terms offer. And the terms offer is going to be my preferred, but sometimes people want cash and want out. Okay, great. Well, I'll get a great price and we'll borrow out of it or whatever it's going to be. So this is going to be an awesome time. That event, first and foremost, I would go to an event just to hear Thatch speak.
Yeah.
Thatch is that guy. If you guys aren't following Thatch online, you're missing out. To see that you're going to have Thatch and other amazing speakers, you've got to be at the event. Where is it? One more time, where and what days?
So people can go to rehybridevent.com. It's actually going to be in Irvine, California. It's going to be at the Marriott Irvine Spectrum. Beautiful restaurants, brand new hotel, absolutely gorgeous. Here's the beauty of it too, Michael. This is not going to be one of those seminar guru events with a big pitch fest and all of that. This is going to be very intimate. It's a small room. We've got a lot of people that are involved with foundation builders, people that are a part of the mentorship, people a part of your community of the One Reel at a Time, people that are a part of Thatch's community. And here's the beauty of it. This is not some big shot event where, Michael or Thatch or any one of our crew, Adrian, Joe, myself, the other guests. This isn't where they pop on stage, try to sell you something, try to upsell you, and then they bounce and leave. That's not what happens at this event. This event is where literally it's a small room, very intimate, and Michael's going to be there hanging out, rubbing elbows, talking with people at the breaks, hanging out, having lunch with people, all of that. Same thing with Thatch. Thatch is coming in. Thatch is actually planning a family vacation around the event, so that he plans, and he said we moved the event from June to August specifically because Thatch was like, look, I don't want to just pop in and pop out. I want to come and hang and be with the people. So, by the way, that's the way everybody in our network is. Michael, Adrian, Joe, myself, the other guest speakers. These are not guys that are pop shot guys popping in and out. So I would say that for anybody that, by the way, also, we didn't say this to you, Michael. We didn't tell you this. We're actually literally the general admission seats. We're literally going 50% off sale today. Today is Friday, June the 10th. So as you and I are recording this, and it'll get posted this weekend or today or tomorrow.
I'll post it today if you tell me it's important today.
Yeah, it's important today. I would say
Okay.
that we're doing 50% off on the general admission seats. We also have 50% off the diamond seats, which that's a $3,000 ticket. By the way, Michael, I don't know if you didn't, I don't think you know this, but the other events we've done, we typically charge $3,000 to $5,000 to be in the room.
Sure.
So that's normally what we charge in a boot camp, because again, we pour our heart and soul, every secret we have, every secret sauce, any strategic list. By the way, what we did in the pre-foreclosures for your, that, like all of that, we give it all in the event. We give you guys everything we can in those 2 or 3 days. So Michael, thank you for being a part of our community and promoting this. And
I'm not pitching nothing. When I go to events and ask to speak, I don't pitch anything. I don't have to sell anything. I'm not one of these idiots that got a freaking gargantuan overhead that needs to sell nothing. I don't need to sell. I'm lucky. We're going to be there to help. We're going to inspire. I'm going to cover whatever topic the audience wants, take Q&A, sign autographs, take pictures, whatever you want. It's important for me to give back. And let's be very clear. I'm coming to this event to give. I'm also coming to learn, right? I need to skill up. I need to learn from others. Being prepared and taking advantage of what's coming. I did a lot in the last recession. I expect to do more this time. So thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to it. And video 3 is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks, buddy.